Magandang araw, class. This is again our online public school. Welcome to today's class and I hope lahat kayo ay nasa mabuting kalagayan. Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang isa na namang masayang topic. Ating pag-uusapan ang math operations and including na rin yung variables, konting introduction into operating with variables. Let's go ahead. Now, this time, let's use some variables. Gamitin natin yung variable. Can we use the normal operations like we do with real numbers sa mga variables? Yes, actually we can. So, for example, let's use the variable, the letter x, the letter y, the letter n, ganon, magamitin natin. So, let's use x for the meantime. So, x plus x. Anong sagot? Well, meron akong isang x, dagdagan ko ng isang x, I have 2 x's. Right? In your elementary years, ganyan lang yan, no? Ganyan, meron akong apple plus ng isa pang apple equals, dalawang, galing ko dito equals dalawang apples. Right? So, 1 apple plus 1 apple equals 2 apples. That's the same. X plus x equals 2x. No? So, you have 1 triangle plus 2 triangles. Then equals 3 triangles. Right? So, x plus 2x equals 3x. It's the same. So, walang kahirap-hirap? Walang kahirap-hirap. This is just like elementary mathematics. Let's do some subtraction. For example, let's do some subtraction. So, I have 2x minus x equals, so, dalawang x. Binawasan ako ng isang x. Ano yun natira? Eh, di isa na lang. Sayang naman. Eh, isa lang talaga eh. Ganon. Well, paano kung dalawang magkaiba? Halimbawa, 2x plus 2y equals, wala. Hindi pwedeng pag-i-add. So, that remains the same way. So, 2x plus 2y. So, hindi natin pwedeng pag-combine si x sa y. So, like for example, you have 2 triangles plus 2 squares. Then, you cannot combine because they are totally different things. So, a triangle is not a square. So, hindi mo pwedeng pag-combine sila and then you have like 4 whatever. Paano? Hindi pwede. So, no, cannot be done. Hindi pwede. Okay? So, in the same way, this one, hindi pwede. So, is there a way to simplify this further? Well, not much. Is there a way to write this differently? Yes, maybe you can factor out 2. You know that this is pag nilabas mo ito, multiplication, distributive, no? So, magiging factor out yan. So, pwede mo siyang sabihin na 2x plus y. That's the same. Kasi pag dinistribute mo yan, it goes back to 2x plus 2y. So, I think this is just another way of writing it. So, maybe some teachers would prefer it this way, some would prefer it this way. To me, it doesn't matter. They're just the same. What matters is you understand what you're doing and you know how to defend yourself pag may nag-question, bakit mo ginawa yan? No, they're just the same. You just talk it out like they're just the same. Okay? So that's an example of how we work with variables, adding them, multiplying them. Remember, sa ating unang video with variables, we understand na pag sinabi natin 2x, the unwritten sign between them is actually multiplication. So, that 2x is actually 2 times x. Okay? I'll just put the link dyan sa baba sa dati nating video so that you can reference to that. And now, let's just move forward. Meron akong interesting thing to share with you. Like, pag ginamit natin yung variable, somehow there is another small difference that we are introducing. Okay? So, somehow, that unwritten symbol, like for example, 2x, that unwritten multiplication symbol behaves like a priority p. No? Paano ibig sabihin? Like this way. Halimbawa, 1 divided by 2x. Now, ano pagkakaiba dyan? Well, may pagkakaiba. Remember, we read from left to right. No? So, is this equivalent to, equal ba yan? Question mark. Is that equal to 1 divided by 2 and then later on multiplied with x. So, equivalent ba yan? Unahin mo muna yan and then later on just multiply with x. So, that becomes like 1/2 x. Is that the same? I don't think so. When we write it this way, 1 divided by 2x, what we would normally mean is 1 over 2x or 1 divided by 2x. So, we would always say, tong dalawang to ay magkapares, no? At hindi sila ihiwalay para maging ganito, no? So, pag sinabi natin 1/2 x, it's not the same as 1 over 2x because this 1 over 2x is 1 over 2x and 1/2 x, this is x over 2 when you multiply this, no? X over 2. So, 1 over 2x and x over 2 are two totally different entities. So, hindi sila equal. So, paano yun? Yun yung order, di ba? 1 divided by 2 muna, tapos times x. Well, in this case, we're using yung pag-aasawa nitong variable tsaka nung kanyang number sa harap niya, which, by the way, we call this a coefficient. So, tinatawag natin yung coefficient. And when we do that, no, naging matindi yung pag-pair nila niyan na kapag ka naging ganito yung sitwasyon, yung pairing nila yung mananaig. So, it becomes like 1 over 2x instead of 1 divided by 2 and then later on multiplied to x. So, I think you sort of get the idea. I don't need to dwell with that so much. Okay? So, now we are talking about algebraic notations na, no? So, halimbawa, x plus 2x minus 3x. So, we understand na x plus 2x is 3x minus 3x equals 0. No? Ganyan yung pagkakaintindi natin. So, it's easy. We just add the same kinds of variables, the same apples, the same melons, the same triangles. Ganyan, i-add mo lang. So, if you have x plus 2y plus x plus y. So, ano yung mangyayari? So, you don't mix them up together, but you can add all x's, can add them, and you can add y's, and that results to, like, you have 2x plus, then you have 3y. Make sense? Yeah, makes sense. So, you just add apples to apples, you just add oranges to oranges, you just add x's to x's, and you just add y's and y's. No? That's adding. And when you multiply, when you say x, i-multiply ko siya sa dalawa. So, multiply times 2, and we know that's 2x. Pag binultiply ko siya ng x multiplied by y, pwede ba yun? Yeah, pwede. Yan ay magiging xy. No? Again, The unwritten symbol between them is multiplication. The unwritten operation between them is multiplication. Okay? I think that is so simple, no, para sa inyo ngayon, ano. So let's say meron akong yung x and y gagawin kong squared. Pwede ba 'yon? Pwede. So x, y gagawin mong squared, and that equals actually to, now this one, dahil multiplication yan dyan, hindi addition, so you can actually use x squared times y squared. Ganon? Yes. Bakit? Kasi multiply yan dyan sa loob. Remember, squaring a something is just multiplying it by itself. Right? Okay? So, like, when you do that, it's, no, xy squared is just xy times another xy. And in the end, it's x, y, x, y. So, x squared, y squared. They're just the same. Because it's multiplication. Na hindi mo pwedeng gawin yun kung x plus y squared. You cannot x squared plus y squared. Hindi ganon. Hindi pwede. So, ito yung hindi pwede. Ito ang tama. Okay? Clear. Very easy. Walang kahirap-hirap. Okay? So, x plus y plus 2y plus x. So, alam mo na ito rin i-combine. Ito din ay i-combine. Hindi mo pwedeng i-combine yung x plus y. We know that. Now, ang tawag dito sa mga to ay terms. So, each of these, ang tawag ay term. We call that an algebraic term. So ano ibig sabihin ng algebraic term? Lahat ng napapagitan nitong symbols ng plus or minus, kung plus or minus man yan, lahat ng yan, each individual na yan, ang tinatawag nating term. Okay? Definition lang. Don't worry about that. That's not very big deal. But para magkaintindihan lang tayo. So if you have 2y, no? Laki natin. So if you have like 2y, yan, 2y, laki-laki. Ayan. Ito, ang tawag natin ay, ano nga yan? Coefficient. Na? Ito, ang tawag natin ay variable. So, silang dalawa ay mag-asawa and the unwritten sign between them is multiplication. And pag sinama siya sa isang expression, algebraic expression, with some plus, blah, 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 and some minus, blah, 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 then this constitutes a term. Okay? Yan yung term. Again, ang pagkakaiba sa term ay addition yung process nila sa gitna. Okay, so far, I think we have reviewed, we have covered much about everything sa ating PEMDAS. We have done parenthesis exercises, we have done exponent exercises, we have done multiplication division exercises, we have combined them actually. We have combined addition subtraction exercises, no, into addition din lang, to multiplication din lang. And we have done manipulations using numbers, real numbers, and with variables. At mag-i-enjoy na tayo ngayon gamitin yung mga pinag-aralan natin ngayon into more practical realities. Maybe we can compute speed, we can compute time, madami pa. And so we can try to induce yung reality sa ating mga pinag-aralan ngayon na very abstract. We're just talking about like math and X's and so on and so forth. Why don't we make it real life? And next time we will have some taste of real life. And magiging enjoyable sana ang inyong buong araw. God bless and happy learning everyone.